Is that all right? Did I do it? Hey guys, this is ApostleEaly. Thank you so much for joining us. I did, like a black man, I told you a little bit of lie. I didn't tell you a full lie, but I did tell you I was coming on 10 minutes. But you know, we run CP time, so hey, that can go from 5 minutes to 2 hours. You understand? So I want to let you guys know, as you guys are being notified, that we are live. My name is ApostleEaly. I'm the pastor and apostle of Apostolic Faith of Jesus Christ Incorporated. And then we got, what's up, cuz? How y'all doing? If this is your first time in my live, post your zodiac sign where you're from. I am the pastor. We believe in the ATRs, African traditional religion. Hey, how you doing, dog? Thank you so much. Appreciate y'all. But look at my girl right here. Look at her. Look at that. She getting up on daddy nipples. Oh my God. This is a precious.
I'm gonna shot you a bird.
Y'all know. I wanted to guys, we're going to talk about something we had discussed earlier about the responsibilities of spiritual practitioners, people that are in the ATRs or even leadership in the church, how it is important to either ask, as David would put the ephod, and inquire of God, shall I pursue? Why proper divination is important before you just take the word of somebody that comes to you for help. A lot of you guys don't realize that we are responsible for putting certain weaponry in people's hands that not necessarily are on the right side of the situation. And what I do mean by that, when we discuss this and we talk about this today, is because we have a lot of experience and we want to encourage, especially those that are new to this and these ATRs, that when you come onto and you get into this religion, understand there's order, there's structure. It does not matter. But you as a leader are responsible for how you are on what side of the story that you choose to be on. And if you're not asking spirit, your ancestors, your eguns, your orishas, your archangels, or whatever it is that you claim to be speaking to you, you know, is this person telling you the truth? A lawyer wants to know the truth. Even if how can I properly defend you if I don't know the truth? Now, we ain't gonna tell the judge the truth, but you gotta tell me the truth so I know how to pray and operate for you. So this is an opportunity for many of you guys that are following us. This is MadamOshun. She has her own, but she here with me on my live because I have stronger nipples. So this is why we are here. They know how I am. Y'all know I'm here for it. What's up, baby? South Africa in the house. What's up, my Gemini? Now, I want to have this conversation. Scoot over a little bit. Let me get her a little room because my hips ain't that big. But me and my friend, we were really talking about this, and one of the things that we find happening a lot of times is when people get into spirituality, they are just not asking those questions. Is this person? Yes, the curse may be there or the sickness, and it's one of the things when we do healing, you're asking, you know, God, is this of you? Because if it's of God, neither one of us can move it. But if it's done by man and man is unjustified, then we can remove that sickness or that curse or that condition that's on that person's life. Why do you think it's so important to inquire? Why do you personally think that as a leader and elder yourself, why is that so important that people inquire before moving forward trying to do anything when it comes to somebody else?
Well, first of all, I just want to say hello to everyone. Pardon my voice. Please.
She's been working.
Yes, I have been working.
Like a cotton slave, y'all. But that's okay.
But it's Sam and I, ApostleEaly and I were having a conversation earlier while we were breaking bread over lunch. And I just want to say thank you publicly. He's joining me here in South Carolina. We're here to do God's work, and I thank him so much, him and Minister Mario, for joining me. First of all, as a practice of myself and the way I was taught, the way I seen my great-grandmother, my grandmother, and my mother, and my aunties, and all those who practice, it's up at the top, all those used to come. I remember when I was a child, and I used to always sit. I had my one favorite aunt, and I would always sit with her, and she would go through a strenuous of questions when the people came to her. Mm-hmm. And she had such a good listening ear. And this is what I try to teach everybody. You have to have spiritual discernment when you're speaking with people, when you allow people to come and sit in your presence. Because first of all, everybody wants something for free. Mm-hmm. They want to come and absorb our energy. Mm-hmm. And then we have to cleanse ourselves. We got to cleanse our spaces while they walk away with our energy. So it's most important that we ask these questions. How are you in this predicament? And once a person starts talking, if you have on ears of discernment and judgment, you'll be able to discern whether or not this person is telling you the truth, whether or not they just need to vent, whether or not they're just lying, or whether or not they're just trying to cover their tracks. And this is what has made me a great spiritual practitioner, because I have ears of discernment and judgment. And not to mention that my issue is the giver of punishment. So I have spiritual authority to punish people. I just don't go around doing it because I can. But I have discernment when it comes to that. And this is why I tell people, if you know that you have poked someone out of jealousy or envy or strife, it's best that you be honest with the spiritual practitioner that you're sitting in front of. So you not only don't you get the spiritual practitioner in trouble spiritually,
right,
but you don't get yourself in, because guess what? If it's not justified, it's not going to come back on us.
Right.
It's going to come back on them. And if this person is doing any type of spiritual protection work, burning candles, taking baths, putting powders in their shoes, and they have children and grandchildren, you know what I'm saying? That can hit an innocent person in their family. It may skip you because you've done the aesthetics to keep yourself protected, but it may hit the person down the line. So I don't know about you, but me as a mother and a grandmother, I would never want to spiritually put myself in a situation where I have had discernment to say, no, the work that has been done towards you, it is justified. And you just going to take your punishment the way you dished that. Not so much, see, people get caught up in the thing, oh, this person did something to me. I never have to do anything towards a person. I just got to keep myself cleansed. And when you keep yourself spiritually cleansed, things that people are trying to do to you, it's always going to go back.
I think that one of the things, and I say this to guys, and because I have very little respect for a lot of spiritual practitioners, and explain why. You can be talented, you can be gifted, but when you don't have character, I've seen people initiate people, I've seen people crown people, I've seen people support people, and they have the worst character. And when you think about what is going on, I've seen people, I was like, well, why haven't their godmother, their madrina, their tata, whoever you up under your leader, ask the question, why are you always in the mess? And I had this young man in my church, like his people were going to other spiritual practitioners. And they never sat down and said, okay, did your brother do this to you? Did your nephew do this to you? And just did the working against a family member. That is so out of order, because now all that stuff that has been done is being reversed. Now they're going around saying that he's doing work on them when he's just getting cleansed from what they did. The same concept what you were saying earlier. Guys, to protect you and your bloodline, it is so very, very important that you inquire from spirit. What's going on with this person? Is it justified? Is it something they've done? Or this is another thing. There are people that like to go around messing with spiritual people.
Yeah, there is.
And yes, they may have a curse. They may have whatever going on them, but it's really due because of being disrespectful to elders. Yeah. That's another thing that, well, thank you there for that confetti. There's a lot of times questions that many of you guys, because you're not trying to honor the spirits or honor the practice, that you're really not asking. But what about these people that like to go around and disrespect other elders and then run to other elders to protect them? What do you think about that?
Well, first of all, I can honestly say, and I can only speak for experience, so I'm going to speak from two perspectives. I'm going to speak from it as an elder. When people come to me and they try to talk to me about another spiritual practitioner, you know what I say? That person is not here to defend themselves. I don't care what nobody will tell you. I always say that. That person is not here to defend themselves. So don't come bringing me a bone, because half of the time people will bring you a bone to see if they can get some free work out of you, to go run right back to that very same person that they're alleging that's giving them trouble, to say, you know, so-and-so said this about you. So I never get caught up in the he say, she say, I say it. I don't get caught up in that. As a personal experience, I'm kind of going through that right now. People who I've disassociated myself with, now they're trying to tell the worst lies on me. So I'm just telling people, if you think that I'm going to have you ain't got that much time on my radar for me to give you that much energy. Because if I got to take up energy on my frontal or my knapsack, then you're going to have a problem. Right. If I got to think about you, then you're going to have a problem. So it's not just going to be because my thoughts are deadly. My thoughts are deadly. I don't have to do anything. It's the energy that we produce as elders. I was born into this. You were born into this. I was raised in this. You were raised in this. So it's things that we don't have to do. Yes. I can go and take an empty glass No water, no cascarilla, no azul, no alcohol, no egg, no sigil, no nothing. I can take a plain glass and speak in it and turn it upside down, and I can trap your soul. So you really want to bother with somebody who could trap a soul with a brand new $1.25 glass from a Dollar Tree?
I told y'all my toothpick analogy. I think that by you being and have your own personal experience when it comes to people that claim to be about the practice and honoring the Orishas and the saints, and then you got people that are trying to align themselves because, you know, it's all about the clout, it's about the status, it's about the numbers and the stuff. Now, we believe that your gift will make room for you. I believe that we had a conversation a while back and you said, you know what, I asked God, I wanted 1 million people. Boom, God did that for you, right?
Just like that.
God did that for you because you asked for that, right? You didn't talk about nobody. You didn't backstab nobody. You didn't befriend nobody. You talked to your own spirit, your own divinity, and God granted your request. Okay? I'm sitting here with her because she asked her God. That same God. This is how real this is. This is why it's important. When you trust God like that, then you trust who God brings in your circle. You know what I'm saying? Because he has a purpose. And now that everything is going the way that it's going, this is when you say, you know what, this is why God picked this person. This is why God picked that person. My point of bringing that up, promotion come from above.
That's true.
If he didn't want you to have it, he would have never granted it to you, but he wanted you to have it.
And you know, and it's funny that, you know, now that we're talking about that, because I put that request to God on February. I remember I did it. February 17th, I was sitting in my daughter's house, and I said, you know what, God? I said, it's time that the world knows my name again. I say, before the year's end, I need 1 million people to like my TikTok. Before the year's end, 1 million people have liked my TikTok.
Come on.
Okay? But God says, I'm going to give you 1 million new eyes on you, but there are going to be some people that I'm going to send to you that you're going to spiritually have to take down.
Come on here.
So God told me, see, God will give you assignments in your blessings. Come on, God. He will give you assignments in your blessing. And so all these people who were attacking me on TikTok, on social media, who were thinking that it was a joke and were thinking that, oh, I'm doing this for clout, oh, I'm doing this because I was here first, or I'm doing this because I'm Jane and I'm Tarzan, I let them pound their chest. And right now they're catching hell. And I ain't did nothing. The only thing I did is look at my phone. That's all I have to do. I didn't ask for this gift. I was chosen. God knows who he can give gifts to. So all these people walking around and I'm seeing, well, you know, I'm a prophetess of this, and I'm an evangelist of this, and God, I'm chosen, and God, I'm gifted, and I'm clairvoyant. Well, if you got to read a card that got a cheat note on it, then you ain't gifted. If you got to tell somebody that you got to call them back to give them the reading, you know, went through your little cheat book, the tarot card book for dummies, you not.
No, this ain't for you. This ain't for you. If you ain't heard it from nobody, it's not for you.
You're not gifted. So all these people pretending to be chosen, pretending to be children of God, now they see how the children of God are being blessed. So now they want to run to God. So you know what God is saying? God is saying, oh, how dare you think you gonna come play in the playground with me? Let me tell you something. God is a very vengeful God, and people don't know the ugly side of God.
Yeah,
they think God is.
I've been trying to introduce y'all to the ugly side of God.
They think God is all love and light. Wait till he whip you. So guess what? Now they want to come and play with God in the playground, and God is saying, you really think you finna come back in my good graces after you done did all of this A through Z, 1 through 100? All the decimal points on the Richter scale. Right. You think you done did this to all these people and think that you ain't gonna get punished. God will put you through some of the most strenuous tests before he lets you back in his good grace. That's just like a mother to her child. A mama, once that child crossed its mother and the mama get mad at that child and the mama put that silence on, that child will do anything to get back in the good graces of that mother's child. And that's exactly what's happening right now. I'm seeing it on social media. So many people are trying to get back in the good graces of God. Now they're around here lying. Now they want to change up their aesthetics on social media. Now they want to be all God-like. Now they want to cover their heads. Now they want to do this. They want to do that. No. Me and my sky daddy finna have fun whipping you.
So This ain't what she said. That's what I'm saying. When you pound your chest, God pound your ass. Okay, so y'all heard that from ApostleEaly. This is important that you guys, when you listen to elders, it's so much wisdom. If you want to stay out here and you want to walk in power and strength and wisdom, always listen to elders. I grew up listening to older people. You know, I started, like she said, I grew up in this, so listening to old and following instruction really wasn't hard, even though I'm a strong-willed person. But, you know, in my household, you get your head whooped not doing what you told. So the part of following this is following instruction. Why do you think as an elder, even me being an elder in my own right, working with you, I have no problem serving? Why do you think that's so important when you're trying to collaborate with other spirits, being able to follow instruction no matter what you think you know of God?
First of all, everybody wants to be a chief. A good chief can't be anybody without its Indians, its workers, its armor bearers, its elders, its eldresses, those who, like the ladder of the church. You have the pastor, we have the bishop, the pastor, the associate pastors, the secretary, the treasurer, the parliamentary, and you have the deacons. The deacons are the ones that run the church. The deacons are over the bishop. The deacons are over, because the deacon is the deacon board.
Right.
They can fire the bishop, they can fire the pastor, they can fire anybody in the church. That's why it's the deacon board. We don't have that chain of protocol in these ATRs. What the elders have asked me, and now that you are Minister Mario, I share with you who my brother is. A lot of people don't even know that my blood brother just got installed as a chief in Nigeria, a deadly Palomayambe Tata. He is nothing to be played with.
Right.
Okay. So what we're saying, we used to have one in the state of Florida. We used to have an ATR council. I sat on that council, but so many the other elders, they were old. I'm talking about they were old and they were dying of natural causes. So we kind of dismantled the ATR committee because, like you said in the beginning, ApostleEaly, when a person is out here and they've been initiated and they receive their hand of Mano Ruler, they receive their hand of Ephod, they've got scratch. And they practice Palo Mayambe. These children have their padrinos, their tatas, and their or madrinas that they're supposed to report to. Anyone that's under year 7, that's under 7 years old, you're not even supposed to be doing work, technically and spiritually, because Orula walks with his children for the first 7 years of their life of accepting him and receiving him. So you're supposed to be sleeping and studying. But at year 7, Orula says, he lets go of your hand. And he says, remember how you cheated this person over here? Remember how you lied to that person over there to get money? Remember how you did this? Remember you did this? Remember you did this? Remember you... Orula reminds you of all that you did in them 7 years that you were supposed to be studying and sleeping and resting. So it says, what does God say? Study to show thyself approved. We have so many people out here receiving their warriors, not their saints. You just have a Ogun pot with Ogun Ochosi. You have your Osum, your metal ruler. You have your Eligua or your Eshu. You just got those. You just got those four, the basic, your warrior set. But now all of a sudden now you this big Palo Mayambe priest, and all of a sudden now you think because you like the color blue, you a Yemoya priestess. Or you think you like different, you think you got the rainbow spectrum, so now you Oya. Yeah. You think you like yellow and amber because now you Oshun. You think you like red and white, now you Shango. You think you like red and green, red and black, now you Eligua. And you know you think you Ogun, now you think you Ochosi with the blue and amber. Like, dude, stop. Like, I'm so sick of this foolishness that's going on out here. That's why I stopped talking about the Orishas on my platform, on my social media site, on my TikTok platform, because it wasn't the fact that I was putting out misinformation. I was having to defend myself to the frauds that were out here being exposed, that were trying to call me a lie. You know, so, and that's what it all, a lie can only stand until the truth show up.
Say that again.
A lie can only stand until the truth show up. So all these lies that they was telling, God said, let me go ahead and send the voice of truth here. Let me go ahead and send the voice of truth. You know how many people who have gotten readings by these alleged Oshun priests and priestesses and these Oguns and these Babalaos, and then they come back to me And, they said, this person did a bath for them and they felt like this and everything. And I say, look, I don't want to hear what happened over there. Let me tell you what the Odu falls for you now. This is what the Odu says for you right now. And it's done been several cases, I want to say maybe 5 in the last 4 months, was where I had to call my Olawo. I called him on WhatsApp on the video for him to confirm an Odu that had fallen for 5 different people. And because when I don't see Odus very often, I call to say, okay, I know this Odu.
So you mean to tell me out of everything that you know and experience, you're still checking in?
Yes.
I don't know if anybody heard that. Out of all the victories that you have already obtained, not trying to obtain, already obtained, that you're still honoring and checking in.
I talk to my Olawo every day. Even with me being in the hotel room last night, he texts me on WhatsApp and says, my child, why haven't I heard from you? I said, Papa, I'm so sleepy. I'm so tired. I need to see your face, my daughter. And he see my face. He says, you were mounted. I said, oh, my God.
Yes, Papa.
I said, Papa, that's what they told me. The spirit possessed me. And that's why I don't have a voice. He did something to my voice. I wanted to bring it back. But, I talked to him.
But whether you're in Christianity, Voodoo, Santeria, it's about community and relationship. And I know you've experienced this. And I want to say this to my sisters, because I'm the bro. There are so many women that are saying that they're empowering women, right, out here. But they're undermining women, the cause of real women, right? Listen, I was raised by my mom, my grandmother, and so it was always taught me to respect women, but understand that all women ain't the same. Okay? And I noticed because of what you carry and how you function that you do reach out to a lot of people, but then you have people that claim or they profess that they are trying to empower women. What would you say to a young girl that may be watching you out here, that she may want to get into EFA, she may want to get into Voodoo, Santeria, any of the HR? What could you tell that little girl that before she steps into that, what should she be aware of when it comes to her spiritual walk? What would be that advice that you would give her?
Be quiet. Don't tell nobody. Because that's when people start doing secret readings on you. Why do you think people can't do a reading on you with tarot cards? Why do you think they can't do a reading on me with tarot cards? They be flipping the cards, but then they come up in the reading.
Don't tell all our business now.
Okay, you can't. I'm just saying, you can't read children of God with tarot cards. Yeah. Period. Because it always comes back on you. So I would tell anyone, whether it be a young woman, or whether it be a young man, whether it be an older person, middle age, whether it be anybody, on your spiritual journey, be quiet. Be quiet. Because people will do things to harness your energy, harness your blessings. The blessings gonna come. They may get delayed, but they're never gonna be denied.
Right.
And that's what people always want to do. They want to do spiritual work to delay a person's blessings out of jealousy and out of envy and out of strife. And that's what I've always spoke about this on my platform, specks. God speaks about the specks in the children's eyes. The specks are the specks of jealousy. You got these little dots in your eyes that when you see you on a TikTok live, some people come by and tell me, oh, what he talking about again? When I see you on TikTok live, I'm like, that goes my boy. I be getting happy. I'm like, that goes Sam. I pay attention. I chime in when I can, and you know what I'm saying? I be listening to you and everything. But that's what I would implore to anyone wanting to dabble in or just curious about the ATRs. Be quiet on your spiritual journey. Be quiet. That's the worst thing that you can do is announce to anybody. Oh, I want to do this, and I want to do this, and I want to do this, and I want to do this. Stop running to these different botanical stores also. Stop running to all these botanical stores. Y'all run into these botanical stores, and you go in there and you get a reading. And then the next thing you know, you in there, you getting a cleansing. But they done had 100 cleansing that week, and they ain't even cleansed their shop. And then here it is, they in there telling you, oh, you coming in there and you looking sideways from Sunday because you done paid $351. The next person in there with you, they done paid $351, but y'all getting cleansed with the same pigeon and the same rooster. How?
There's a lie somewhere. Let me tell y'all something. Okay, we're gonna run it. That Capricorn getting us in order because we got some. Listen, one of the y'all, you're gonna see more of us. And my hopes is that you guys are taking the knowledge and actually making better judgment. The purpose of getting a reading, the purpose of divination or any type of insight is for you to be able to make a good decision, a sound decision about what you need to do, how you need to do it. If you're going to get this information and then still make blind decisions, then what was the purpose? I do these lives because I believe in the people that I bring to these lives, and I believe that they're honest about their. And I know she loves what she do. You know, we wouldn't be up here. Those that tomorrow we will be here at this ministry, and she will be ministering. I would like you guys to really like tune in. We're gonna get some of this good. This is an opportunity.
You touching me? You trying to take my energy?
No. If I want to take her energy, we hip to hip. That's where the good at. The Nganga is downstairs. Him downstairs. Oh, I know anatomy. I know where the power really sits. It ain't in the arm. I can promise you that. The creative force is.
He has been. Let me tell you about Apostle Samuel Ely Jr. and Minister Mario. I've never been on a trip where I have not had to do any. Look. They just set the bar so high. Anybody else that I'm going to work with, I'm be like, wait a minute. Apostle Ely didn't do it like that. And Minister Mario didn't do it like that.
What's
Let me
wrong?
tell you something. I picked up the phone and said, comrade, I got to go to South Carolina. He said, don't worry about it. You get to my house. He brought me here. Paid for my hotel room. I needed I brought my little cute now. You know, I came up here looking cute, but
she'll be extra. She'll be an extra.
The cold that's up here is a bone piercing cold. Okay, so he bought me warmer climate clothes, and I bought my phone. I have not done anything, and I'm just like, he done set the bar so high. I'm just like, what you say you gonna do? Oh, you ain't doing nothing?
Y'all
okay.
Listen. She know. They said blacker the berry, sweeter the juice. She gonna be rotten when she get back to Tampa.
Y'all ain't gonna know what to do with me. Y'all ain't gonna know what to do with me. I promise y'all. I'm already stank. I'm so rotten. I'm stank right now. But I have enjoyed this, and thank you so much for being up here. I'm just like, but yeah, we really do got to go because Minister Mario over here in this corner.
Brazzo Forte don't be playing.
And we got to wrap this up.
All right, but guys, much love to you guys. What I'm going to do is I'm going to download this. I'm going to put it on my YouTube account. But guys, make sure that you tune in tomorrow.
Tomorrow morning about 10:30.
Yeah. What she say?
Yeah, 10:30 in the morning. We're going to be live.
Okay, thank you so much. Much love. And I'll see you guys later. All right.